Today's affiliate sponsor is Solo.to. Nothing frustrates me more than taking the time to record videos for social media and saying, check the link up in my bio, only to realize that I forgot to update the link. I just keep thinking about all of those people who went to the page to look at my bio only to be disappointed. Solo.to is a versatile link that you can use in your social media bios and everywhere to better connect your audience across any platform. Add all of your links, social media accounts, and contact buttons to one beautifully responsive page. With Solo.to, you can embed videos and podcasts right on your page, and they automatically update when you post new episodes. It's truly amazing. Gone are the days where I have to add each episode link to my bio. I know that once it's published, it's everywhere. I can even get analytics on what clicks got the most pages or pages got the most clicks. You know what I'm saying. If you need an example, check out my Solo.to page linked in all of my social media bios, especially Instagram at DJ Tricey Trice. Never miss a click or a client. Try Solo.to today. Click the link in the show notes to receive 10% off of your membership. Let's get to today's show.
You are listening to your auntie's favorite DJ, DJ Tricey Trice.
What the pie? What the pie? What the pie? What the pie?
Welcome to What the Pod. I go by the name of DJ Tricey Trice, your auntie's favorite DJ, and now your fairy pod mother. Welcome to What the Pod, the podcast that recommends new shows for you to listen to. And welcome back. On Friday, I just had my first What the Pod recaps, which is a new format I'm doing on video with Twitch and Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, so you can always watch a nice culmination there. It's doing nice numbers on Reels, so I'll keep that part going. I still want to pop on here Monday through Friday and maybe give you like a 5 to 7 minute episode of just new podcasts that I'm listening to, right? Like that's the name of the game. That's why I started this show, is because it's really hard for people to find new podcasts to get into, and I'm always trying new podcasts and finding out about new podcasts. So I want to share a little bit of that love with y'all. So I have a running list on Spotify. This is how this is gonna go, and I know this has changed a bunch, like I said, but keep rocking with the flow, like, because you're still getting great podcast information. You're getting new episodes. I'm just figuring out which format is gonna be the best for me to give it to you in. So I do want to pop on here at least for 5 to 7 minutes every day. So here's how I go. Follow me on Spotify, and I'll start building my list every single week based on like what I'm listening to. So I've added 4 new podcasts there because today is Monday and these are the shows that I'm listening to, right? So like I've already listened to one of them, but I'll go in order here so it's easier for you to follow me on show notes. So the first episode that I'm listening to, the first podcast, is Balanced Black Girl, and this was recommended to me by a friend. I don't know much about this podcast at all. Like, I'm gonna read the description here really quick. It says Balanced Black Girl is a podcast dedicated to helping you feel your best. Come on, let's do that. Tune in for approachable health, self-care, personal development, and well-being advice from Black women and wellness experts. I love that. So I actually have some TikToks that I'm getting ready to I'm preparing to make, and one of them is, podcasts that you should listen to if you're trying to lose weight or get into health. So this might make that cut. Now, the first one that's up here is a bonus episode from October 26th, and it's guided meditation to help you feel more present. Wow. There's no way that I can't click that and add that. So that's why I have 2 of these episodes. I usually only cover 1 episode per podcast unless I get really crazy into it and I'm like binging. But you know if I'd liked it that much. But I put that meditation on there because it's only 8 minutes and 2 seconds, right? We can all be more present. Let's just start our Monday that way. Do the thing. And then the second one is Let People Show Up For You. That's here. And the description says, if I can click this without it playing, as we draw close to another incredible... As we draw a close, as we draw close to another incredible series, I'll be going off the cuff today. This connection series has got me so inspired to be real and present with you, because if there's anything that we've all learned from these powerful conversations and expansive insights, it's that communication is key to have healthy connections with those in our lives. Like, people don't know what they don't know, right? Question mark. I already like how these show notes are written. And I do like the fact that there's affiliate links in here as well, because it's like, all right, we know that you're doing the thing. And you also have some sponsors in here. And your line breaks are great. You have like bullet points, like all around 10 out of 10. I haven't listened to this one yet. It's gonna, I'll probably listen to it when I'm on my night run tonight. But definitely check out this. Check out Balanced Black Girl with me. That's the first podcast. Now, the second podcast I already listened to earlier, because I was kind of wanting to listen to something that was funny and like easy listening while I was working and like checking emails this morning. So I checked out Okay, Now Listen. Now, this is a podcast by Netflix. It's new. I've never heard of these personalities, but it seems like they got a lot of seasons in. And the podcast said with Jasmine Sullivan. So I was like, well, wait a minute. Who are these people that they got Jasmine Sullivan on their podcast, right? I need to just go in here and check it out and learn about these people, because I love Jasmine Sullivan. Like, there's nothing that I don't love about Jasmine Sullivan. I like her Instagram lives. I love everything about like how much she believes in sisterhood and, you know, all that. So that got my attention, as well as it's a live show. Like, I love live podcasts. Like, please invite me to y'all live podcasts. I'm in LA. It sounds like this was in LA. I don't know how I didn't know about it, but I also didn't know about this podcast. So now they have a follower in me, so that when they say, hey, we doing another live podcast, I'm gonna go grab me some tickets, because I want to be in the room where Jasmine Sullivan is on the podcast. Okay. This podcast was hilarious. One of the hosts, you can tell right out the gate, she from New York, just because of the way she talk. Anybody who know, you from different hoods. I'm from Chicago. So you know the Chicago people, the New York people, the LA people. You know a little bit about where people from based on like, just how they say things or the kind of jokes they crack. They say dead ass, things like that. So hilarious. Y'all have to check this out. I listened to all 51 minutes of it, and it is just good. It's good stuff. She's talking about Issa Rae and Insecure, which I've never seen an episode of. And I know if you listen to this, you like, how have you never seen? I don't like watching TV shows when other people are watching it. Y'all ruin everything on the internet with all these spoils, and then y'all become obsessed with it. I feel prisoner to watch it every day. Like, I can't even keep up with TV like that. That's why, y'all, I'm obsessed with podcasts. That's why y'all listen to this podcast, because you know that I'm gonna give you some new podcasts to listen to. So I think it's dope. I think I'm going to start Insecure after all the seasons is over, just because y'all will be done with it. I don't got to worry about the storyline. Me and my wife can actually like enjoy it at our leisure and not feel prisoner to keep up with the status quo on that. So y'all go ahead and check out Okay, Now We Live. That's the name of the episode, but the podcast is called Okay, Now Listen. Okay, the last one I'm checking out today is a sports podcast, and I really don't listen to sports podcasts as much as I should, because I'm really into sports, but passively. Like, I won't watch the game as it's live, but I'm on ESPN. I've seen the clips. I've done the thing. This one is specifically talking about Serena Williams. Like, she is the GOAT. I'm not as much into tennis. Like, I know how to play. I know the rules. I know my mom used to play tennis. I used to play tennis when I was a kid. So but I don't really follow the journey like that. And she has been GOATing all over everything, and I've been missing it. So this looks like it's in season 3. Season 2 is this episode. The specific episode that I linked in the show notes is season 2, episode 9, Best Matches, Top Rivals, right? So I always want to know, like, who was your number one competition? That's why I clicked this one specifically. Who was your competition? Who did you overcome? How did you overcome it? What things did you do in the pinch? Like, I'm interested in those kind of things, because those moments make you the GOAT. Like, that's what makes you the GOAT. That's why LeBron is the GOAT, because he always gonna find a way out of nowhere. You put the ball in his hand, he gonna do the thing. I hate to bring up LeBron right here, but I'm just moved to LA, so I'm riding the wave of being a Laker fan right now. But Serena is the GOAT, has been the GOAT. I love her career, her commitment to her career. So I want to listen in on this. I am just jumping in. It's not hosted by Serena or anything. The two hosts are enthusiasts, and it's a iHeartRadio podcast. So it's been out there, it looks like, forever. So I want to check it out. Check out season 1, dive into an exceptional career of different people. This is about Serena. I love it. So today is Monday. Thank y'all for listening in today. The name of today's episode is Balance, Listen, The Go. I always take one little part of each podcast to make one long ass thing just to give everybody their homage. And I also put the link in the show notes. So I'm listening to Balance Black Girl. Check that out with me on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. Okay, now listen. Make sure you check that out as well. And the last podcast is The GOAT, Serena. Definitely check that out. That is all I've got for you today, folks. I suggest that you listen to these podcasts and let me know what you think on social media. I appreciate you for joining me today. Thank you so much for listening to What the Pod. I go by the name of DJ Tricey Trice, your auntie's favorite DJ, and now your fairy pod mother. It would mean the world to me if you go on Apple Podcasts and leave me a quick review. Just 5 stars and some kind words is all I need. And make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's at DJ Tricey Trice. That's TRICEY. TRICE. I'll see you back here tomorrow with new podcasts for you to listen to. DJ Tricey Trice.